Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube. This is actually a pretty rough opening pack. Not a whole lot of things you want to first pick here. A lot of expensive cards like 5-drops like Kiki, Wormcoil, Scarab God. Great card, just very expensive. What do we want to take from this pack? Like, I'm almost leaning just towards Blackleaf Cliffs and staying open. I just don't like taking very expensive committal cards early because you just very often don't end up playing them. Whereas like if you just take like a Chain Lightning, you can splash this in a control deck, you can play it as like a win condition for Storm, you can play mono red, it's just a good card. Probably just end up taking Chain Lightning. I mean, it's a lot better than Fatal Push because it can also hit Planeswalkers and go face. Brain Freeze, you know, is also a consideration. I think this card is fantastic too. For a different reason. We're gonna take the Chain Lightning. Well, if I'd taken Brain Freeze... Actually, this is the pack you want to open. Mana Vault, Dak Faden, Metamorph, Lion's Eye Diamond, all good cards. I like Dak Faden, I like Mana Vault, and I honestly like LED too. Dak Faden is so strong. We'll just take the Dak. He's good in so many different things. And he can steal their Mana Vault. That's the main game plan. Who needs your own Mana Vault when you can just take theirs? We could play... There's actually a few different directions we can go. We could take Grim Monolith and try and go bigger. We could take Runaway Steamkin and try and be like red splashing blue. We could take Grave Titan, we could take Cloud Skate. I think Monolith is probably the highest upside here. I normally don't like taking the ramp cards, like I know I said Mana Vault is sometimes sketchy, but having mana, like you can do a lot of things with it. This is tough. We could take Porcelain Legionnaire, which is one of the best red creatures. We could take Stonecoil Serpent, which just fits in with artifacts. It goes well if we do end up in red. Inquisition, we also saw Duress, like black might just be open, but I think I'm going to take Stonecoil. This card's just good in so many different decks that I think like we just take it to speculate. This is a really weird start though. I don't like where we've started off with this deck, but we'll get a lot more information as the packs go on as to what's open and what's not. Like seeing Wasteland, Rishit, wow, this pack. Wasteland, Rishit Import, Memory Jar, Thousand Year Storm all in the same pack is definitely something. I kind of want to take Memory Jar. If you're drafting to win, I think Rishit Import is generally better than Wasteland. It's hard to say. In Vintage Cube specifically, a lot of people don't have basic or non-basics. So Rishit Import's like guaranteed to be able to hit their basic island or whatever. And Wasteland's only good against some decks. And it's still worth running, but I think I would prefer Rishit Import in general. So if I do want to draft mono red aggro, I could take Rishit Import, Wheel Abbot, or Wasteland. If I want to have some fun, I can take Memory Jar. I'm going to take Memory Jar. I love this card. If Brain Freeze does come around, we'll be in a good position. Because Memory Jar Brain Freeze is one of my favorite win conditions. We also have a Dak Faden Brain Freeze. You like Brain Freeze them and then target them with Dak, which is pretty nice. We can take Underground Sea or Incinerate. I like Underground Sea. We're pretty colorless so far. Like, we don't even need to play Chain Lightning or Dak Faden. So we'll kind of just see what's open. Okay, we get Izzet Signet, Seagate Stormcaller, Kitesail Freebooter, and a Windswept Heath. I think Signet's great. On color for Dak Faden is good in Storm if we end up there, and if we end up in control with a good color for control too. I like Time Warp and Commit Memory. Time Warp is more funny if Thousand Year Storm comes around. I really do want to copy that card like a million times. Commit Memory is better for control, but it's somewhat of a medium card overall. I mean, I think the same with Time Warp. 5 mana to take an extra turn, it's a lot to ask. I'm going to take Commit Memory because it is also a draw 7. A very expensive, difficult to use draw 7, but you can like Dak Fade and discard it, draw 7. I don't know. You could get into positions where you need it. Okay, Brain Freeze came around. We could take Leovold, but I think Brain Freeze is just going to be better a lot of the time. Even if you're not playing Storm specifically, if you just have a couple spells in a turn, followed by a Memory Jar if we get Wheel of Fortune, that's an easy way to just give yourself an incidental win. Where, you know, you're not going all off, you're just... Okay, I mean... Brain Freeze, LED are a good sign. I do like Faithless Looting too, but these are some strong cards. If only Underground Breach or Underworld Breach was in this cube, that would be so much better. Here, we could take Inkwell Leviathan for Tinker, but I kind of like just Duress. And Shallow Grave has some upsides with LED and Dak Faden. Okay, yeah, we are in the money here. Thousand Year Storm, get in the deck. I really do love Thousand Year Storm. I'll take... I guess a Putridum in case we somehow backdoor into Shallow Grave. Mirari Conjecture, I feel like this card is almost always unplayable. Like, sure, if your deck has Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Fractured Identity, Time Warp, sure, you can put that card in your deck, but a lot of it, like, your deck is insane anyway, so I don't think you need a 5-drop. Here we can take Mox Sapphire, pretty easy pick. And we want to wheel Banefire, Dismember, maybe like a Lava Claw Reaches, but Mark Sapphire is awesome in this deck. What do we want to open? I mean, getting past an Ancestral would be nice. That's a lot to ask for. I'm actually pretty happy I took this Chain Lightning because it's, like I said, it is a win condition with Thousand Year Storm. So right now, the best Shallow Grave combo we have is Stonecoil Serpent, which is kind of nice. You can cast it for 0 and then Shallow Grave it. So it's like its own enabler. Time Spiral, Sneak Attack, Polluted Delta, Glenolindra. Ooh, a lot of good ones. Given how Open Storm looked, there's like a slight chance Time Spiral wheels, but I don't think I can... Like, this is the most important card for most Storm decks, because Storm decks have two main things they're looking for, is a critical number of cards, and some amount of security against discard, or like if you miss your win conditions. When you cast something like Wheel of Fortune, for example, if you're playing a Thousand Year Storm deck, and Thousand Year Storm is in your hand, if you cast Wheel of Fortune and discard Thousand Year Storm, you now have no way to get it back, and you just you don't have a way to win. So Time Spiral gives you that security of shuffling everything back, but it also gives you 7 cards, and it also costs 0 mana, like it's an insane card. I think I'm gonna take that. Sneak Attack Shallow Grave, like we could also end up in some weird Sneak Emrakul Shallow Grave deck too, but we're gonna take Time Spiral first. It's also been like forever my dream to cast Time Spiral with Thousand Year Storm active. That would be so sick. Oh man, we got a tough pick. Volcanic Island, Yawgmoth's Will in the same pack. Yawgmoth's Will is incredibly important when you have Lion's Eye Diamond. That's just such an easy way to win. We didn't see, I think, every single Storm card wheeled. Oh, this is hard. Pretty much every single Storm card we saw came around. So there's a very good chance Yawgmoth's Will does come around. This is 13th, so there's going to be 8 more picks. Pestermite, or so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Volcanic Island is so good for this mana. Yawgmoth's Will is the best card for the deck. I'm going to take the guaranteed pick. I think there's a very high chance... Well, that's... Oh no. I think there's a very high chance that Yawgmoth's Will wheels there, but I don't think we can risk it. Just with LED, like, I don't know. People take weird cards. Steam Vents, Turnabout, Vampiric Tutor. I honestly don't love Vampiric Tutor, so I don't think I'm going to take that. I'm not playing Petrid Imp, probably. We could take Steam Vents and Wheel Turnabout. I think that's our best shot. We passed Volcanic Island the first time. Now we need to take it. Ooh, hang on. Shallow Grave Gristlebrand is awesome in Storm. We're missing out on a... Yes. Wait. We are missing out on a Brainstorm. Brainstorm is very good with something like Thousand Year Storm. Ooh. Not going to wheel anything from this pack. I have just Shallow Grave right now. It's Dak Faden. I guess I can go Lion's Eye Diamond, Shallow Grave, Gristlebrand. That seems good enough. It's also something you don't get to do too often, so I'm down for it. We'll just see what happens. Here's Shelduck Isle. Love me some Shelduck. Shelduck Time Spiral is also just so good. You play it, it's tapped, then you Time Spiral, it's untapped, and then you cast a thing. And we can also cast Gristlebrand, so I don't think I'm playing Stonecoil, as good as it is with Shallow Grave. And... Ooh, my... Oh boy. Mind's Desire, Cabal Ritual, Yawgmoth's Bargain. Cabal Ritual is very good with LED Yawgwill. Mind's Desire is like the perfect Storm payoff. Oh, I don't know what to take. Also, Cabal Ritual makes it easier to cast Gristlebrand. I think I want the Desire. Also, I hope people know I was joking about Stonecoil Serpent. I just want to... Someone's going to comment really angrily. You know what? You go ahead and comment really angrily. That's fine with me. Ooh, Dark Ritual way better than Cabal Ritual a lot of the time. Definitely taking that. And I mean, this deck looks good. We have one bit of power and we have a whole nother pack. Nobody's even touching the Storm cards. I think I probably could have wheeled Volcanic, but it's better to have the guarantee when your deck is looking this nice. Here, I probably do just take Lava Claw. Banefire is a nice alternate win con with Thousand Year Storm though. But I'm going to take the fixing. It's really bad fixing. Like, really bad. I could take Bazaar. Bazaar's kind of good with Yawgmoth's Will. You can, like, fill your graveyard and then just cast all the things. But it is a big cost, right? It's a land that does not produce mana. I'm going to take Banefire. Just in case... Wow, we actually get Sneak Attack. Okay. Sneak Attack Gristlebrand Storm is something that I'm definitely down for. I'm trying to remember what's the card, like, Turnabout I think I want to wheel. That would be nice. What else do I want to see? Palancron? Palancron Sneak Attack is another great combo. Empty the Warrens, Damnation, Student Warfare, Nature's Claim. I already have Brain Freeze. I don't really need Empty. I also have Banefire. I think I'm just going to take Damnation for the sideboard. Some decks, you know, use Dark Ritual Damnation, you're good to go. There's our Turnabout. We also have a Wishclaw Talisman, but Turnabout is really good with Thousand Year Storm. I don't have any mana doublers either, though. Fine, I'll take it. If Wishcall Talisman was like a tutor, so you can get it, like cast it off Yawgmoth's Will, I think I'd take it. It is a really good card too, but Turnabout, I love Turnabout. Right now, I'm not going to be main decking Commit Memory most likely. Rakdos Return, Siege Gang Commander. I guess I'll take a return. That's probably just worse than Banefire. Although, if we do copy with Thousand Year Storm, Banefire... let's take Metalworker, I guess? I don't know. Wow, Yawgmoth's Bargain. That's a lot of 6 drops. I don't know if I want this many, but we could put this over by Commit Memory. Cabal Ritual didn't come around, but I think that makes sense. Like, you just take Cabal Ritual before you take Yawgmoth's Bargain. We have Entomb, we have Mana Drain, and also kind of Chart a Course. I don't think I like Entomb. Like, obviously, yes, we have Shellgrave Gristlebrand, but we're going to find other ways to do that, and Entomb might come around. It's pretty hard to pass a Mana Drain in this spot. You can Mana Drain, untap, and then just like Sneak Attack or Thousand Year Storm. We have a lot of good ways to take advantage of this mana. It also is Interaction, which we don't... Aside from a single Chain Lightning, we don't really have any. Okay, Past in Flames is quite a bit less necessary when we have Yawgmoth. There's a Gitaxian Probe, just a good Storm Enabler, really good with Thousand Year Storm specifically. Darkslick Shores helps with the mana, which is quite sketchy. I mean, this is a great pack overall. Bribery is good too. I think for maximizing win rate, you probably just put Bribery in your Storm deck. But it's just not fun. I don't like this card at all. I don't like winning with it most of the time. Because you're not winning with your cards. You're just like, oh, you happen to have a Gristlebrand? Cool. So I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take Probe, try and wield Darkslick Shores, I think. I have more fun going off with Storm than ooh, Burgi. I like a lot of cards in this pack. I think Burgi has a better chance of wheeling than Ponder Remand. Ponder's so good with all of these things, very good with Yawgmoth's Will, so I can set up for the Brain Freeze. I'm glad I have Banefire, so I don't need Tendrils also. I could take Ponder and wheel Burgi. I don't think this is a Dark Confidant deck as much as I like him. I could also take Remand. Remand is very good with Brain Freeze, because you like Brain Freeze, Remand, Brain Freeze. So that's another consideration. But Ponder is way better the turns you're going off, so I think I do take Ponder. And then we just hope for the Burgies. Gush is pretty good. I think a Gush. I don't have too many islands, but maybe we'll find something. Mana Flare helps a lot, I think. Take that. It's really good with Turnabout and Time Spiral. That helps tremendously, actually. So we have 29. I'm not playing these two. I think I like the Gristlebrand Sneak, but maybe the Yawgmoth's Bargain is better most of the time. We'll see, though. Oh, man. Why are all the good cards in the same pack? Manamorphose, Frantic Search, and Bloodstained Mire. Oh, boy. So, Frantic Search is particularly good in this deck because we have Mana Flare and Yawgmoth's Will, so you can like cast it, discard, and then Yawgmoth. Manamorphose is excellent with Thousand Year Storm. And then Bloodstained Mire is just great. Oh, if I could just take these three, I think the deck would be just done. I'm leaning towards Frantic Search because right now I think our limiting factor is mana, and it's another card that can just go off with Mana Flare. So I think we just go there. Treasure Cruise is pretty good. I like that. Gilded Lotus not so much, and yeah, let's take a cruise. Oh wow, Mystical Tutor, Seething Song, Opposition. So I can tutor for Yawgmoth's Will. Seething Song can help me cast Thousand Year Storm. I mean, this is tough. Because you do need a critical mass of rituals. I don't know what to take. You can get Shallow Grave. I mean, I might just be off the Gristlebrand Sneak Attack plan, probably. Which one? I want both! Alright, it's gonna be Mystical Tutor, I guess. That was one of the hardest pack decisions I've ever made. Take Collective Brutality. It's so hard. You get like 2 of the exact perfect card for your deck, and then you're like, and then you know, the next pack has nothing. Darkslick Shores is good. I'll take that. Our mana's not as sketchy as I might think. I think I might be off of Sneak Attack, just because I don't have many ways to discard, but we'll see. Burgi coming around is awesome. It doesn't even matter. Like, both sides of this card are just so good in Storm that I love this card. I do like the idea of Sneak Gristlebrand. The biggest issue is that it's such a big chunk of our deck. Like, Shallowgrave and Sneak Attack are dead draws all the time unless I draw specifically Gristlebrand, which it's not going to happen too often. I guess I'll take Heartless Act for the sideboard. Goblin Welder with Memory Jar, LED, maybe? I don't know. Omnath. Can we get Manamorpho's last pick, please? Birthing Pod. Okay. Yeah, we just, like, nobody was touching Storm. It was pretty clear from the beginning that nobody was in it. We just opened all the good cards in the same packs, like Seething Song, Mystical Tutor. Manamorpho, like all the cards I would love. But I think we ended up with a pretty good deck regardless. I can get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. This counts as a land. This is 25, so I need to make 2 more cuts. Yeah, sorry Grizzlebrand. It was a cool idea, but I think our deck is just better than that now. Oh, no Goblin Welder. 24 with the Jataxian Probe, Dark Ritual, Ponder. Feels somewhat reasonable to me. Although this deck does want to make land drops, but you don't want to run too many lands. I'm looking around for any possible cuts. I don't think there are any. The deck is quite streamlined. The only card I could maybe consider is cutting Chain Lightning, because Banefire does that but better, but I don't know about that one. I guess I could also consider cutting Thousand Year Storm. That's interesting. But it's really good with Frantic Search Turnabout. Like Thousand Year Storm Turnabout, Banefire does just win the game. I could also cut Thousand Year Storm Chain Lightning and then bring in... Nah, that seems bad. I think I just like this. Chain Lightning is good interaction. We're just gonna run 16 land like this. And the red is for more in the late game. So, oh geez, my red is really sketchy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources. Okay, and then blue I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's too much blue actually. Black I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually don't have much black. Actually, maybe I get rid of Duress just because I think I bring in Duress. It's just mostly because I only have 2 black cards in the whole deck. So I don't want to go too deep on that if I don't have to. And now I have 1, 2. That's only 3 black sources is too few. I want to go up to like 4 or 5, just because Yawgmoth's Will is such an important part of our deck. So we do that. 8, we can go down to like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We even go down to like 10 and then go something like this. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue sources, 11 blue sources. Red sources we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. 6 red sources seems fine, and then black sources we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. LED doesn't really count as a black source because we need the black for Yawgmoth's Will, but 5 black sources for only 2 black cards seems okay. I don't think I can really run Duress though. I'd rather just have the extra land. So this deck looks sick. Let's see how it does. See how it does? Let's see how this deck does. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Mr. Fluid. We're gonna go first. It has all of our colors. That is for sure. I think we could do better. Yeah, this hand seems okay. I get rid of Banefire here. That's the nice thing about like mulliganing in Storm. A lot of the times you don't need all the cards that you have in your hand. Oh wow. Thousand Year Storm, Burgi, Yawgmoth's Will. Part of me thinks Thousand Year Storm might be better. The problem with that is I have to put Yawgmoth on the bottom and I don't really have a way to shuffle. But with Memory Jar, I can actually get rid of my deck size pretty quickly. So I can like play Memory Jar, then pop it, cast Thousand Year Storm, go off. It's definitely not Burgi, so it's TYS and Yawgmoth's Will that I'm deciding. I think I'm going to take Thousand Year Storm. I guess I have Mystical Tutor to find something else. It's just, this is 6 mana worth of card, and if you can get this in play for 2 mana, it's very good. Especially against an opposing blue deck. Ooh, Dark Ritual is nice. Let's just play an island and bluff some counter magic or something. Opponent plays Orzhov Signet. I'm going to pause like I'm trying to counter it, and then pass. They don't know I'm playing Storm yet. Underground Sea might reveal something though. Mountain. So we can Dark Ritual out a Memory Jar right now. I kind of don't hate that. Because that just makes Shelldock Isle so much easier to activate. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can go down to 30 cards in hand next turn if I need. 20 cards in deck. That's what I mean. They have Disenchant for Memory Jar. So I guess we just pop this now. It just fills our graveyard for Shelldock. Okay, those would be good cards to have, but it's fine. They wisely disenchanted before playing a land, so that's good for them. Wait, are they playing Storm too? Baral disenchant in the same deck is quite weird. Like, wait, that's really weird. What is going on over there? We get to find out what's going on though. Okay, no, they're not playing Storm, they're just doing stuff. It's clear now that we are playing Storm, but I don't mind that so much. Repeal Geist, man, if I had just not done that, this would be a good deck. I kind of want to take out Thousand Year Storm Memory Jar now that I see Disenchant, Anguished Unmaking in the main. And if they're actually at 22 cards in deck. So if they draw a couple cards here, we could just cast our thing. They suspended Ancestral Vision. Hopefully they die before that comes down. And what do we want to draw? Mana Drain? Treasure Cruise would be quite good too. Actually, Treasure Cruise, that's what I want. Probe is pretty nice as well. I think I'm just gonna wait a turn, because Probe is a free spell that makes Thousand Year Storm so good. If I can go like Probe, cast Thousand Year Storm, and then do something like Frantic Search Gush, that's gonna be hard for them to come back from, and you can't really disrupt it with counter magic either. And well, sorry, you can't really disrupt it with removal on Thousand Year Storm because I still get the triggers. Opponent's white mana situation looks really precarious also. Just attacking with Brawl. That seems reasonable to me. So we can end of turn Gush, or we can save Gush to make Frantic Search better. I kind of like saving it. Ooh, Mystical Tutor is good too. So let's probe them and see what's going on. Because we can always Mystical Tutor for Mana Drain if we feel the need. Remand, Fractured Identity, Torrential Gearhulk they can't cast. So right now it's just Remand. Okay. Wait, let me see their hand again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, their mana is really bad. Oh, they have Snapcaster Mage, Disenchant, or Anguished Unmaking as well. Alright, we get to go play land and pass. Then we can Shellback Isle at like the end of their turn. So they have Remand, Snapcaster, Disenchant, I think, available to them. So end step, we can cast the thing, they can remand it, and I guess we could just cast it on our turn. I don't have Time Sprawl at the ready, so we need to be a bit more careful. I guess I could just Mystical Tutor for Yawgmoth's Will. Let's just cast this and see what happens. Remand is fine, Disenchant is fine. Cast Thousand Year Storm. They remand. So they no longer have Snapcaster Remand, they just have Snapcaster Disenchant, which I don't care too much about. Discard Day of Judgment, that makes sense. Now we Mystical Tutor for Yawgmoth's Will. And probably just win from there. 1, 2, 3, cast Yawg Will. Actually, I guess it just makes sense to Frantic Search first, right? Let's try and get double black. Black, blue, blue, red. Frantic Search. So their hand is Elspeth Conquers Death, Torrential Gearhulk, Snapcaster Mage, but they don't have double blue, so it's just Disenchant. Fractured Any Day of Judgment, they discarded. So they have 2 unknowns. I think we're fine. Treasure Cruise, is it Signet? I'm gonna discard the Signet. I think I'm going to keep the Cruise and discard Thousand Year Storm. Untap this, this, and this. Then I cast Yawgmoth's Will. Let's see what's going on in their hand. Because perfect information, like, is going to be nice, regardless of what's going on. Okay, their hand is complete garbage. Cool. So we just win from here. We draw land, we cast Mox. They can disenchant it, but that just aids our storm count. We play... Let me think about this. I'm going to cast Dark Ritual. I guess playing Swamp Dark Ritual just is easier. Play Swamp, cast Dark Ritual. They might disenchant my Mox, that's fine. Then we play Mana Flare. Then we cast Frantic Search. And they can disenchant Mana Flare right now as their best interaction, I guess. Oh wait, I just gave them Torrential Gearhulk. That's right. Okay, Torrential Gearhulk is something I need to be wary of. Wait, why did I do that? I might have messed this up by playing Mana Flare. For some reason I saw their hand was like, there's nothing there. They can remand, but they used all their blue. I don't actually know what's happening. Okay, so they are going for Disenchant. I mean, we can just Mystical Tutor for Brain Freeze and Gush and win that way, so I think that's fine with me. Alright, let's cast Gush. Turn these 2. Okay, drawing 2 lands is not great, but we're fine. There's the Mana Drain I wanted. So we discard Darkslick Shores Island, untapping Shellback Isle, Underground Sea, Mountain. So we can Mind's Desire with a storm count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I can Mystical Tutor... Or wait, Mind's Desire with a storm count of 10 is just fine. Because we can hit Brain Freeze, but we're also going to hit Turnabout, which will untap our lands and a bunch of other things. Yeah, Grim Monolith, like, we have too much mana now. I just want to get a failsafe for potential... Ooh, Burgi. That's going to be really good. I just want a failsafe so that we can Banefire them if things get crazy. And this also lets us deck Fade them after Brain Freeze. Alright, we'll cast Burgi first. then generate an insane amount of mana, turn about my own lands, land untap, cast Dack Faded, and now we have mana drain available. We brain freeze them. And if they let us see their deck, maybe they have an Eldrazi, but I think we can even beat that with... I think we have enough to probably Banefire them if we cast Thousand Year Storm. Okay. So, they died to Brain Freeze. I don't know what their deck does, but I almost want to remove my enchantments just because they have so much... They have like a lot of weird removal. Definitely bringing in Duress against this particular opponent. I'm like not scared of anything that's going on over there. Their deck looks really clunky, but like... I don't know about this. They're running main deck Disenchant. So if I just don't have this... But it's so good. Like, it still can win you the game very easily. I could see cutting Thousand Year Storm, Chain Lightning, and then just running Banefire. Because I can generate enough mana for Banefire pretty easy. And then just like commit Memory or something. Let's run Rakdos Return. Okay, we'll do that. Well, their deck seems very susceptible to a Rakdos Return type of effect. Well, there's Duress. We're keeping this one. They finally have white mana. We have all of our colors. I can Duress, but I can also Ponder and wait for the Duress. Kind of like doing that. Let's Ponder. Just because the reason to wait for Duress is you want to do it before you go off if they happen to top deck like Mana Drain or something. So I want 5 land. I think I shuffle. I promise I shuffled. Okay, that's a lot of land. I can run Grib Monolith into a counterspell. I almost want to wait because we have Mind's Desire, so we just want to like cast all the things in one turn. But I think I'm okay running Grib Monolith into like Remand or whatever. Disenchant if they have it, even. Okay, what is just doing a whole lot of nothing? I like that. Oh, sure. Better that than something like Thousand Year Storm. Treasure Cruise. It's gonna be... I guess I will Duress. I was gonna save it for Mind's Desire, but I don't have the mana anymore. Wait, I don't think I have Thousand Year Storm in my deck anymore. I think I took it out. They Force of Negation my Duress. That seems fine to me. Go ahead. I wonder what is in their hand. Time Twister? Like, that's extreme. They did exile it though, so that's like kind of annoying with Treasure Cruise and Yawgmoth's Will. But we could just keep passing turn. Eventually we will get up to Treasure Cruise mana. Okay, we don't care too much about Batterskull. It's a pretty slow clock. We get 5 turns here. Oh boy. Or wait, that doesn't work like I want it to, does it? Because we gain control of Batterskull. Wait, yeah, that doesn't work how I want it to, I don't think. Because you steal Batterskull, but the germ is theirs. Yeah, okay, we'll just Dack Faded ourselves to draw. This feels our Treasure Cruise, Yawgmoth's Will and things. And we have Mana Drain, which is good to discard these. Alright, Dack Faded was a very sad Faithless Looting, gain 4 life. Yeah, it's just like stealing a sword. If you steal a sword equipped to a creature, you still get the creature. We can't also... I mean, when we steal Batterskull, we could spend 3 to return it to their hand, but that also doesn't really work how you would want it to because it goes to their hand and things like that. But I just like getting the cards in our graveyard for Treasure Cruise. Brawl is fine. They have 1 card in hand. It is a 4-turn clock now, but 1 card is not very scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can Treasure Cruise and exile everything from my graveyard to draw 3. If I want to still hold up Mana Drain, I kind of like that. I miss out on a Ponder. That's okay though. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I think we can win this. Especially if they tap out for something big, we get to Mana Drain it. Ancestral Vision is fine. So they don't have any blue mana left even. Do I even need to go for it? Or do I just wait another turn? I definitely am waiting another turn. Shelldock seems awesome here. Mana Flare, Rakdos Return, we'll take Mana Flare. We wait another turn. I have Mana Drain, they have 1 card. And we even get to see their hand before we try and go off next turn. And they drew a land. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is kind of a lesson in just playing it safe. There's really no reason for us to try and go off super quickly. Ooh, Gush is nice too. So we're going to start with Gitaxian Probe, see what's going on over there. We're at 8 life, they just have Fractured Identity. Okay, we just win. Cast this. Cast Dark Ritual. I guess I can cast a Gush, but I kind of want Turnabout as well, but that's very greedy. So we're just going to cast Gush. Gives us an extra land drop, which I can use on Underground Sea. And then cast Izzet Signet. Oh wait, how much mana do I have? 6, 6. So yeah, we're going to go Izzet Signet into like a Mind's Desire. Tapping all this blue for Mind's Desire. Frantic Search seems quite good in this particular situation. We can cast Mox. We can Frantic Search for no mana. Discard these. Untap these. Then we play Burgi. One of each. We cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Start adding red. And they concede, as they should. Alright, we took down round 1. See you guys round 2. Oh, right, we were playing against Sour Times with a pretty good hand. This is a type of hand that I think I'm just not going to cast any spells for as long as possible. Because I want to, like, we really want to use Detecting Probe, Mox Sapphire, Frantic Search in our Mind's Desire turn. Although I don't like seeing black-white mana from the opponent. But we can scare him with a Dark-like Shores. Yeah, we're just gonna save Detecting Probe. It's a free spell off Mind's Desire. So as long as we can wait, we'll wait. Grim Monolith definitely helps. Okay, pass turn. I might even be able to go for it next turn. Oh, did they have Leovold? I actually can beat a Leovold, so never mind. That's not... it would suck with Detecting Probe Frantic Search. But next turn I can go like Mountain, Mox Sapphire, Grim Monolith. I'll be 1 short. Yeah, I think I'll be 1 mana short. Okay, we wait 2 turns. Or we just cast Grim Monolith and let it be in play. Both are fine. This looks like a Leovold to me, but it's not. It's an Evoked Muldrifter. I don't know if I could ask for a better situation. Well, them doing nothing, but this might be better than nothing. They go up to 6. Okay. Steam Vents was huge. We do the math again. Mox, Steam Vents, Grim Monolith. I only have 5 total mana. So we'll just go Steam Vents, untapped. We'll scare them with it. Hope they don't resolve a Leovold next turn, and then we just do things. Yeah, Baleful Strix we like. We like this thing. No duress. No Hymn to Torok. Okay, yeah, that's fine too. And now they die. Ooh, Banefire's good. Alright, show me what you got going on over there, opponent. Sphinx of the Steelwind, Gonti. Wow, their hand's quite bad too. I think I'm still going to go for this Mind's Desire because we get a lot of equity out of it. We cast Mox. We have a red... I think I want my untapped land to be blue-black. I guess I can Frantic Search first. And then decide what to do from there. Oh, I have Mana Drain and a Treasure Cruise. I think I'm just going to play an island. Untap these. Cast Grim Monolith. Cast Island. Mind's Desire for 5. See what happens. Okay, Mystical Tutor doesn't do anything while we are Mind's Desiring, but Time Spiral definitely does. This seems quite good. It seems really good. Cast LED, cast Memory Jar. So I can, at this point I can cast Time Spiral and then just crack LED. That seems good. Cast this. Cracking LED for black or red. Let's do red because I can cast Burgi and that'd be quite good. Shuffle everything back. Untap these. Now we can cast LED. Guess at this point I can cast Mystical Tutor. And that's a lethal Brain Freeze. Or wait, it's just lethal Brain Freeze anyway, right? Storm count of 10 mills for 30. Just do that and then see what happens. I may need to Mystical Tutor still if they have something that shuffles back. Okay, Brain Freeze takes it down. We had outs to beating Eldrazi anyway with Memory Jar. And we can Mystical Tutor for... I don't remember what we could Mystical Tutor for. But there were... Oh, Mind's Desire. Yeah, we just get Mind's Desire. And then we replay our whole deck and we get Thousand Year Storm plus Turnabout. Untap all of our lands and Banefire them. So we had like a pretty deterministic win there. They're on Reanimator stuff, I think. I don't... Just some nonsense creatures. I kind of want Damnation, but I kind of don't care at all. I think we'll... Until we see more resistance, we're just going to keep it as is. Ooh, this looks good. We're going to keep this. Izzet Signet, Burgi, Glorious Things. Happy about everything. Time Spiral. I can Mystical Tutor for some type of interaction. To Taxine Pro with Bergie is nice. Ooh, Phyrexian Revoker. Okay, what do they name? Lion's Eye Diamond, probably. We can Mystical Tutor for Chain Lightning, but I'd rather hit land, so I'm not going to do that. It's a good name. Phyrexian Revoker is such a sick card. Let's play the Signet. Next turn we can play Bergie. Uh-oh. Am I just going to lose to Entomb Reanimate? Okay. I mean, that's not the worst case. We still get to cast Bergie. I might be able to beat turn 3 Entomb Reanimate. Ah, they wisely hit one of my lands, though. And then they're Imperial. Uh-oh. Okay, now we might be in trouble. That's a lot of things that they have going on. They tutor for something to kill my Izzet Signet and run me out of blue mana. That could get problematic. Go Swamp. They could have Recurring Nightmare, maybe. Let's play Bergie. Bergie blocks the 2-1, and if they don't kill her, or my Izzet Signet, we might be able to Thousand Year Storm next turn. Okay, they have Tide Hollow that probably has to take Mystical Tutor. I might still win this game, actually. Interesting, they take Frantic Search. Alright, I'm gonna wait a turn here. I'm only taking 5 per turn, they only have 1 card in hand. This turn, what do I want to do? Take 5 here. I can Mystical Tutor for Chain Lightning the Tide Hollow Scholar. Let's just see what I can hit here. Oh, I should have done this at their end step. That was a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could also... I could Jataxian Probe out a Thousand Year Storm and then wait another turn. But I actually... No, then I just die to their attacks because they go to 6 and they have a bunch of attackers. So I feel like I just want to go for the Chain Lightning route. I should not have done that during their main phase, though. I just thought it was their end of turn. Okay, it didn't matter. Let's Chain Lightning, Tide Hollow Scholar. We get some red mana. We get our card back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 5, but this does put me up to 6. I need to draw an untapped blue source, though. But drawing an island here would be awesome. Mana drain goes away. Yeah, this is bad. This is way too many red sources. If I could just cast TYS, I think I have a very good shot at winning, but as it currently stands, I kind of just have to hit Time Spiral and win. So I guess I'm getting rid of Gush as well. Because I don't get to untap my Signet, so I don't have the extra blue to cast it. And I'm dead in 2 turns, so I don't think Gush is going to be relevant. Play Mountain. Pass turn in Sadness. Even Banefire would be like really good in this position. Yeah, them killing our island was, turns out, very, very much the correct decision over Izzet Signet. We take 5. And we need to draw an island. Oh, I don't think I can win now. We'll see. I don't think I can. No. Okay. So, Damnation maybe could be useful. I mean, it would kill their Ashen Rider, but they do have a bunch of, like, animation effects. Duress stops them, but only somewhat. I'm on the play. I think we're fine. Actually, maybe Damnation for Gush. Maybe we do that. Yeah, I like having a failsafe if they play like a million Tide Hollow Scholars. Alright, let's do this. Going first. Good hand. Great hand. We'll keep. So this is turn 1 Ponder, turn 2 Grim Monolith. Hope they don't have a way to get rid of my Time Spiral. And they mulliganed. Thousand Year Storm, Mind's Desire. I don't actually love those. I don't have red mana. I'm gonna shuffle. Yeah, Steam Vents I think is better than those, because now I can go Steam Vents into Underground Sea and just have like perfect mana. I just hit a really bad section of lands from my deck last game. Any blue, and we were fine. Okay, opponent looks like they might be reanimating turn 2 again. So I'm not going to expose my Steam Vents, because if they get Ashen Rider, that's rough. If they play Iona, I have Damnation as an out, as well as if they name blue. Or if they name blue, I have Damnation as an out. We're going to go this into a Monolith. And as long as we can wait for Time Spiral, it just gets better for us, I think. Because we get to untap more lands and use our mana better. Hoping for no Tide Hollow Scholar. Although Tidal Skull is better than Entomb Reanimate, so we'll take that. Okay, Revoker is actually better than all of them. Ooh, Thousand Year Storm. I shoveled it away, but now I'm kind of happy about it. Although, if they didn't Revoker, it would have been really sick. So we can Steam Vents. I have 5 mana, so we'll just play this tapped. And pass turn. I can Dark Ritual into Thousand Year Storm if I want to. Yikes. Okay. They've had a pretty disruptive draw, but I mean, my hand is pretty good. If I draw Damnation now, like, that's going to be huge. They do take Time Spiral. That suggests that they might have removal for Thousand Year Storm. I guess I do Dark Ritual cast Thousand Year Storm. Because I have Mystical Tutor for Damnation, which will be like a pretty good failsafe. If I get Spell Pierce, that would be rough. But on upkeep, I can Mystical Tutor. I can also Mystical Tutor for Yawgmoth's Will. I guess I don't have the mana for that. So I think we're going to draw naturally. Then Mystical Tutor for Damnation. Luminous Prowler's fine, as long as they don't reanimate Ashen Rider. Because I can't cast Damnation right now. Oh. Fair enough. Sometimes you just have it, you know? They discard Ashen Rider. So their hand has 2 cards, one of which is not Reanimate. They might have Animate Dead. But that's okay. I can always Mystical Tutor for Damnation now. They have Recurring Nightmare but no creature. Okay. I mean, I kind of have a field day here. What do I want to tutor for? Because I get to, like, double Time Spiral. I think I might tutor for Gitaxian Probe. Or Frantic Search? I think I like Frantic Search. I get to Frantic Search twice, so that just generates a ton of mana. Yeah, we'll do that. Then I go Frantic Search. Get to copy it. Discard. I'm going to Time Spiral, so we're going to discard Memory Jar Island. Float some mana. Black, blue, blue. Dak Faden. Oh, can I just Banefire them? How much mana am I going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine, we will Banefire you for a boring amount. It's better to play it safe though. This is Banefire for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Banefire for 8 copied twice is lethal. And they cannot counter it. That's the most important thing. If they have like Force of Negation or whatever, they just die. Okay, we are in the finals with Storm again. Let's see if we can trophy this one. See you guys there. Alright, we're playing against Learn to Love 6 in the finals. We keep these hands. It's not the best hand, but it has Acceleration, all of our colors, Banefire for interaction. It's hard to mulligan these. We just have to draw like Time Spiral, Thousand Year Storm or something like that. Yeah, Mystical Tutor, similar thing. I don't love the mana that my opponent has shown, but I'm not going to run out LED. They might like Disenchant or something my Signet. Right, that guy. Well, they're not going to turn my Signet into a food, most likely. Whoa. Okay. I could just kill Oko and now I get a free 3/3? That seems fine. We Banefire the Oko, and then attack him. That seems like a really rough use of Oko. I'm not complaining. It's also absurd that you need to also... My opponent played a 3-mana Planeswalker, gave me a 3/3, and I needed to cast a Banefire in order to be able to kill that card. That's something. Let's Ponder and then Dak Faden. Or I guess resolving Dak Faden is probably more important here. Okay. Then I will attack them with a Signet because it is a smaller Banefire I need to hit them with. Then I'm going to Ponder and see what's going on. Turnabout, Brain Freeze, Steam Vents. Did I play land this turn? Yes. I think I'm going to shuffle because I kind of want card draw. Okay, Dak Faden. We can draw Dak ourselves here. Discarding Dark Slick Shores, and I almost want to just discard Grim Monolith. Yeah. Go ahead. Want to place Chart a Course. So they're playing a lot of colors, which is also good for me. Discarding... They're going to reanimate an Ashen Rider? Alright. You know what? Sometimes you do that. Buy Dak. Opponent's at 17. On upkeep I can grab Yawgmoth's Will. I think I can probably win from there. Start with Dark Ritual. Cast LED. I will tap I guess I don't want to play Darkslick Shores from my graveyard, so I will cast this, or play this. We hold control, cast Yawgmoth's Will like this, making sure to preserve a black mana, and then cracking LED for blue. Then we Dark Ritual. I could even maybe Banefire them here. 6, 7, 8. No, I don't think I can quite Banefire them. If they had cast Reanimate, I could have. Cast LED. Let's cast our Grim Monolith. I don't think I have any black cards left in the deck, so we'll go down to 1 there. Then I'm kind of 7, 8, 9, 10. I can Brain Freeze them. I'm just trying to see if there's any other more safe option I can go for. I think maybe going for Mind's Desire might be better. Or wait. 4, 5, 6, 79, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, Mind's Desire seems really good. I have Turnabout and Frantic Search, but I guess I have an active Yawgmoth's Will. Cracking this for blue. Then I'm going to Mystical Tutor. I mean, Brain Freeze is probably lethal, right? I can Mind's Desire for a storm count of 8, 9, 10. So that'll be like half of my deck. What can I hit? 1000-Year Storm into Chain Lightning. Time Spiral. It's probably actually safer to go for Mind's Desire. Then we Ponder. Top, top, top. Shuffle, no. I can Banefire them for 0. Then Mind's Desire. And I mean, that's very likely to hit so many things. I don't know. I maybe should have just gone for Brain Freeze because it's guaranteed. But this also feels reasonably guaranteed. Yeah, we have Time Spiral, Burgi, Frantic. Yeah, we're fine. 1000-Year Storm would be ideal. Let's lead with Burgi. Probe their hand. Time Spiral, they have Daze. Oh, okay. Liliana. Let's Treasure Cruise. There's 1000-Year Storm. I can cast Frantic Search. And Turnabout is quite nice, discarding these, untapping lands. Then I can cast 1000-Year Storm. I don't need black mana anymore. This, here. And then I Chain Lightning them, and that's a lot safer than casting Brain Freeze. It also... They concede? Yeah, okay. It also doesn't tell them that I have Brain Freeze, but I also don't learn what's in their deck. But I don't think they have Eldrazi. They probably don't have Eldrazi. They have Daze, though, and that was really good to see. How many Ashen Riders do you think I'm going to face? This feels like they're running Time Spiral. I probably want Duress. I could just cut Gush. I always think Gush is pretty... It's so good with 1000-Year Storm, though. Maybe I cut Dak Faden? Sure. I didn't see any artifacts. I don't know. That could be wrong, but I'm going to run it like this and see what happens. Yeah, this hand seems good. A pretty clear mana drain into Time Spiral hand, barring no turn 2 Okos from our opponent. Although, honestly, Oko isn't too good against our deck. I'm going to not pay life. If this was game 1, I might, but given that I'm playing Storm... Okay, they're just playing Charter Course. Given that I'm playing, like, very clearly a Storm deck... Ooh, I hope I can counter Necromancy on Grave Titan. And I will play Darkslick Shores. Let me finish my statement now. Given that I'm very clearly playing Storm, it's unlikely they'll play around Dispel Pierce. Necromancy, Liliana of the Veil. I think I'm going to mana drain that. Do I even care? I don't think I care. It means I need to win the game very quickly. Because I can mana drain into Time Spiral and then untap with 3 lands and not have a whole lot. Alright, we'll wait. I might immediately regret this, but this is what I'm doing so far. They discard Mox Diamond, which means they don't have many lands in hand, most likely. I get to go with Ponder, Treasure Cruise, Gush, Sheldock Isle. I kind of want to shuffle. Sheldock has the highest chance of being good, but I think I'm going to shuffle. I want mana. That's pretty good. We're going to discard... I have triple blue, but I kind of want to be able to Time Spiral and hold up mana drain. Guess I will discard a Swamp. Up to 5. They're not going to cast anything into 1000-Year Storm. That just makes sense. Play another island. Last turn. We can discard... I almost at this point want to discard 1000-Year Storm. If I mana drain something for 3, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Ah, it's so good. I'm going to discard it. When it does nothing. They can ultimate Liliana and leave me... I mean, that kills 2 lands, but I just have so many lands in hand that think that's okay. Okay, we both discard. I will get rid of a mountain. They might have just outplayed me here. Oh, that was great. Now they can't daze. Charter Course Sarul's Pernicious Deed? Alright, we'll play around daze. Time Spiral. I guess I want to keep up this mana. No, because if this go through, we'll just add black. They can daze. They probably will. Oh. Oh, we're so dead. Okay. I did not know they had Force of Will. So now they discard a Mana Drain or Ultimate. Both are bad. I see. So they're going black mana versus non-black mana. I think I just take the pile with more. I should have just countered Liliana. What did they exile? Frost Titan. Okay. Choose this. What? Oh, God. Why do you sacrifice the pile you choose? I wanted red mana. Yeah. Oh, that's stupid design. You sacrifice the permanents in the pile of their choice. In almost every other case, that sucks. I wanted red because I had Burgi, Burst Lightning, Chain Lightning. I could have cast Burgi here and then killed Liliana, but now we just die. That's deeply frustrating. Right, let's probe, see what's going on. Liliana daze. Okay. I think I actually would have had this game if it didn't make me sacrifice. I understand it's my mistake, but it is very counterintuitive. What do I Mystical Tutor for? I guess we just discard Mystical Tutor. We just have to, the turn that we counter their big Liliana. Okay, I mean, I guess I have to counter this now. And then we just have to top deck Yawgmoth's Will this turn. Not too much to ask. Dark Ritual. Alright. I think I'm done. Yeah. If I was able to cast Burgi off my red mana, I would have had a chance. But okay, we get to go to game 3. We can still come back from this. They're running Force of Will. Days are the interaction that we saw. They have a lot of 3 mana planeswalkers. So I like the duress. I think we're good. I just need to be more careful with my Liliana edicts, I guess. I was like, I was in my mind, I was like, we have so many outs that are red. Let's take this pile. It's more cards. Rip. Alright, let's go first. Now that I know their deck, knowing they have Force of Will. Oh, man. Can I hit black mana? I'm gonna keep this hand and Mystical Tutor for mana drain, I guess? Tells them what's going on, but we can also just counter their planeswalkers. We can also grab Ponder. It's mana drain, it's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll take drain. I don't actually mind discarding the hand size if it comes to that, because I have Treasure Cruise. Looter Ill Core. I think I do counter that. Land? Yes. This. So if I run out Memory Jar and they play Oko, I guess I just pop the jar. I can Memory Jar for a land this turn, but that seems a bit sketchy when I can just do it later. The Charter Course not discarding. Okay, we draw Burgi. This is kind of brutal. I kind of actually do want to Memory Jar here. So we're discarding Yawgmoth's Will. That's not the end of the world. My other hand. Why is it showing that I have Burgi? That's bad UI. What colors of mana do I prefer? I don't think Mana Flare Go is a good strategy. Right now I have Dark Ritual Burgi, so I probably just want red. I wish I could see the hand that I exiled. Let's take black. I have Dark Ritual, and I just remembered that I have Thousand Year Storm, or Treasure Cruise as well. Let's just do that in Grim Monolith. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Of course. Of course! And now I don't have the red mana to kill Leovold. Well, Shelldock is good. Shelldock is helpful. I guess we are going to be Chain Lightninging a Leovold off of a Shelldock Isle. I guess I also duress them, probably. No, they draw! Okay. It's still probably worth it. Ooh, Time Spiral. 1, 2, 3, 4. Liliana. They have so many things. Oko. I think at this point I have to take Force of Will, because Chain Lightning on Leovold is so important. I wish I hadn't thrown the first game by picking the wrong pile. This is a good hand. They need to hit a land, though. If they do hit a land, they can go Oko Freebooter, taking my Treasure Cruise, and then I'm super dead. I think I take Force. I don't love it, but gotta do what you gotta do. They freebooter my treasure cruise. We Banefire's in our graveyard, but we can still at least kill Leovold. Ooh. Okay. That worked out pretty well, actually. So, freebooter's gone. They're gonna draw a card off of our Shelldock on Leovold. But their hand's actually quite bad, unless they just go... Oh, they did hit a land? Come on. Alright, Grim Monolith is now a thing, or they make a food. Okay, I mean... That's pretty bad. It's quite bad. Because... I guess we see what we draw. Draw a land. So, I can Chain Lightning the Leovold, but then they can Liliana back the Leovold. I think that's still my best bet. They get to draw. Oko's gone. Now I can Treasure Cruise. Getting rid of this. I guess Duress probably. Mana Flare seems important, but I would guess I would hit it after I Time Spiral, so maybe not. Probably not. Memory Jar is going to be useful, and I think if I get to... Well, I guess I could just spend all of this, but I guess I don't really want to draw a Mana Drain, so I'm just getting rid of the useless cards. And do I want the front side? I probably want the back side of Bergie, so I think I'm just going to pay this and keep those cards in my graveyard. And I do draw a Brain Freeze. Wait, that's kind of huge. Attack Oko. And I guess I just... Is this a May? Oh, why is it a May? They can Liliana back Leovold. Yeah, we're going to play Darkslick Shores tapped and pass turn. There's still hope now that I have Brain Freeze. They do draw a land, they just play Liliana. Getting back Leovold. Setting up to Time Spiral me. Okay. And they permanently get rid of my Duress. Dark Ritual, whatever. Alright, we need... Oh god. Normally that would be good. What do I do here? If I had any red mana, I don't know where that's hiding. I would have a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I could just tap out for Mind's Desire. Could have Daze. Alright, tapping out for Mind's Desire. Oh god. Alright, goodbye Gush. At least that's not in my deck anymore. I can block with Grim Monolith. But now they just Time Spiral me. I don't have red mana! God, this is frustrating. They mill Liliana Vampiric. I mean, I can always just draw Brain Freeze on a turn where they cast a lot of spells. Ooh, I like that too. If they give me the wish... Oh. Fair enough. It seems fine. Frantic Search I can do on their turn to draw one card. As sad as it is, it's still an option. They make a zombie. Yeah, we're just losing to some nonsense. That happens. They attack for 3. I think I take it. Scavenging Ooze is fine. They make a food. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I actually do die next turn. And they're not going to cast any spells. I don't know what I can hit. Guess we'll find out. That's interesting. No! God, I can't draw any cards. This is just horrendous card design. Yeah, and they got rid of my graveyard, otherwise that would have been a good draw. Alright, I think I just lose to this, but we'll see. They mill a Gravetide. They might give me one extra turn, at which point I can Frantic Surge this turn, dig one deeper. But I think it's just lethal. Okay, this is nicer. So I get to block here, or I guess this... I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That seems fine. I get another turn, which is good. They have Pernicious Deed, but not 6 mana to kill it. Oh, now they have 6 mana to kill a 1,000-Year Storm too. Okay. I guess I Frantic Search at end of turn, because that digs me one card deeper. End of turn, not main phase. Discard these. Untap these. This might actually do something. Mystical Tutor? Let me look at my deck list. I only have 5 minutes left. Right. Brain Freeze is the card we're looking for. So we can like... No, I just don't have enough mana to do any of this. Yeah, they stole my my Dark Ritual. I can't draw cards off of Frantic Search. I don't think this works. They also might just have Force of Will, and I'm super dead in that case. 1,000-Year Storm, Mind's Desire. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. GG's opponent. I lost those games to an interface bug. Well, not bug, but just an interface. So didn't get the trophy. I think the deck was easily good enough to trophy. It was just that one I sacrificed my good cards. But even then, I think Leovold was pretty problematic too. If I had Damnation in the main deck that second game, I actually would have maybe stood a chance. Probably not though, because they could just reanimate him again with Liliana. So I really had no way to permanently kill Leovold, which is frustrating. I love the deck. I think Storm is good, and we were so close to another trophy with it. Gonna keep drafting, and I'll see you guys soon.